And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm from Florida and we use our teeth, okay? Hi, hello, welcome back to another mukbang. Y'all, this is a special edition mukbang. This is a pajama party mukbang, okay? It's late night. I wanted a little seafood boil. I've been craving crabs for over a week now. So I was like, you know what? Let me just make them. No matter the time, which is now 10:43 p.m. Whatever. I want the crabs. I got the crabs. So it's just like a little mini seafood boil. We got some king crab clusters here. I got corn, potatoes, eggs. Ooh, a lemon, buttery, garlicky. Let me put this right next to me. I need this right here. Yeah, just like a real garlicky, lemony, buttery dipping sauce. Taste of potato. Let me dip it in the sauce. Yes, butter. Yes. You know, I feel like my glasses are being distracting, so I'm gonna take my glasses off. This is a no makeup pajama mukbang. It was too late to get cute, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it, because I want the crabs. Let me get started with this big boy right here. All right, y'all. So how y'all doing? Y'all all right? Y'all all right? Y'all, I just got done watching The Bachelorette. Listen, the villain always gets on my nerves every year, but this villain, Luke P, he is so aggravating. Oh, y'all, this is so good. He is such an annoying villain. His face, he's not attractive to me at all. So tonight was the episode where she picked the guys that were going to hometowns. I was super sad Mike got sent home, but I'm actually kind of hopeful because now maybe he'll be the Bachelor. That's what I'm hoping. I was trying to be cute with these scissors, but I'm going to try to use them to the best of my ability, but I'm from Florida and we use our teeth, okay? Y'all, this sauce is so good. I want to try BOIL sauce. I think it's like a lot of ingredients. That's why I really don't be like trying to do all that. Corn. Sweet corn. Y'all, there's corn juice flying everywhere. I'm sorry. Okay, let me talk about The Bachelorette briefly because we got to talk about the book. Okay, yeah. So I hope Mike becomes a bachelor. He would be the first black bachelor, which is like, come on. It's actually kind of sad that this show's been on this long and we haven't had a black bachelor. We just had our first black bachelor a couple of years ago, and that was Rachel. She was a great bachelorette. She's so cute. I think her and Brian are getting married next month. So yeah, I'm hoping they just change it up a little bit. I mean, I like watching The Bachelorette, but it would be nice to see more people of color on The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. That would be great. Please and thank you. So, I mean, I'm sad Mike went home, but honestly, I'm not saying she didn't deserve him, but I just didn't see it with the two of them. I didn't really see it. To be honest, I don't really know who I see it with her. I like Peter. But he's like so nice. Like, I don't know. Tyler C. B. Send Tyler C to me. And Mike. I'm just playing. I have a man. But you know what I mean. I definitely know she's not keeping Luke P. I already saw in the preview that they argue and he like tries to shame her for having sex when meanwhile he on his bio intro talking about he was banging a lot of girls and then Jesus came to him in the shower and he changed his ways. Okay. Boy, bye. Trying to judge a woman for having sex when it sounds like all you was doing was slinging and banging before you got here. Whatever. I'm also really into Love Island. I still gotta watch that tonight. Like I don't have to be to work in the morning. I just be up living life like I don't have nowhere to be. But whatever. So I need to watch Love Island tonight. It's like, who's loyal? Is anybody loyal anymore? Love Island got me real sad, especially about Michael and Amber. But Jordan is on Jordan. I know her from Instagram. I was like, somebody from Love Island like I actually know. I mean, I don't know her, but I know her from Instagram. Like I've seen her in her YouTube channel and stuff. Jordan Rain, I believe is her name. Her last name. She is so pretty and of course all the boys like her. Her milkshake is bringing it all to the yard. This is so good. Shoot, I'm glad I still got 2 clusters in the freezer because, baby, I'm getting with those bitches tomorrow. Alright, y'all. Now let's talk about the book. Bite this egg. Okay, so I only read 3 chapters because they were longer than usual. And I got a lot going on this week. I'm dog sitting. We're watching another dog. It's 4th of July. So whatever. So chapter 16, we're flashing back to the day of the barbecue. We're at Erica and Oliver's house. I remember they're the uppity married couple. They're waiting for their friends Clementine and Sam to come over so they can head to the barbecue together. The unplanned, impromptu barbecue that nobody seems to want to go to. Except for Clementine. She was like here for it. She brought champagne and everything. Hey, what a party. So they're waiting for Clementine and Sam to come over. They still also have a very important question to ask them, which we don't know what it is yet. I know what it is now, but I predicted it a few mukbangs back. I sure did. So they're waiting for them to come over. Like y'all know, they're super anal, so they're like going over everything. They're very nervous, cleaning the house that don't need to be cleaned. Is in the bathroom, like, hold on. Erica's in the bathroom, like, popping anti-anxiety medication that her therapist gave her. She's so nervous. If y'all see me look down, I'm putting the shells in a bag. Trying to keep it cute up here. Kind of. Excuse me. Oh, and I'm drinking a Sauvignon Blanc, by the way. A little white wine and seafood night. So basically, she's in the bathroom taking anti-anxiety medication, double and triple checking, making sure the door's locked so Oliver doesn't like bust in. But she was like, not that he would care, but he is like very weird about things going into your body, like pills and alcohol and stuff like that. So she just would rather not deal with it. So she's taking it in private. Perfection. And so her psychologist told her, you know, use these in your time of need. And she was super nervous about this conversation, so. So she was saying, you know, how Oliver is like all anxious about taking pills and alcohol and all that kind of stuff. They're even weird about use by dates on food, which I was like, I agree. I trust that use by date. If it goes by the use by date, I give it to Mike. He'll eat anything. He's like, it's just a suggestion. No, the hell it ain't. So they're upset because, well, they're not upset. They're just kind of like aggravated because Clementine and Sam are running late. They know, they mentioned that Clementine and Sam feel like if they get there within 30 minutes of the time, then they're on time. And they just learned to just accept that. So now remember, they're bringing their girls. So they finally get there. They're having pleasantries in the hallway. Erica is being so judgy, like about Clementine and the kid. She was like, the girls look dirty. They need to brush their hair. They're wearing like tutus and fairy wings. And she was like, oh, so you had time to put on fairy wings and tutus, but you didn't have time to like wash their face or brush their hair. Like, man. But like I said, they're like super anal and everything has to be like super clean. So that bothered her, of course. And so one of the little girls, had like a whisk that she carries around. She calls it like Mr. Whisk. So Erica said she like bent down and said, oh, hi, Mr. Whisk. But in her head, she was like, I don't think it's okay to be giving a personality to an inanimate object. She is judging everything. She was just like, she don't understand. But she's being phony, talking to the whisk, being cute and stuff. So fine. So then the other little girl has like a rock collection. And here we go again. She was like, I don't think it's a good idea for a little girl to have like a rock collection. It seems like obsessive. And she flashes back to when she told her therapist about it. The therapist was like, it's fine, it's normal. Like, don't mention that to your friend because it's very normal for kids to have rock collections. And of course she mentioned it to Clementine. Clementine, of course, like did an hour in her and it was like, okay, I'll keep on top of it. So Oliver bent over to the little girl with the rock collection. He was like, oh, I have a stone for you. Like, here's a stone that I found for you. And Erica gets all clammy, like this little girl's gonna shut you down because she likes to collect the stones herself, blah, blah, blah. But she takes it. So basically, Erica is like freaking out about every little thing that's going on. All in her head, of course. It's like, everybody else is having a perfectly fine time. Like, chill, B. You're doing too much, son. Basically, Clementine knows that they're there to talk about something before they head to the barbecue. So she was like, all right, let's stop all the chit-chat. Because the guys were talking about, oh, did you watch the game last night? And again, with Oliver and Erica being so, like, anal, he intentionally watched the game just so he could have something to talk to Sam about. Because usually he don't really watch sports, but he didn't want it to be, like, awkward conversation, so he watched the game so he could talk about it. They are so weird. Clementine was like, let's cut the chit chat. What do y'all have us here for? You know what's tea? Erica and Oliver freak out because this is not the way it was supposed to go down. You know them, they had a little speech ready. Everything has to be just so. So Clementine was like, no, not until we get everybody where they're supposed to be. So she made a little craft station for the little girls to play at. Clementine in her head was like, they are not gonna like that craft station. Turns out they actually really did. And then Erica, of course, in her head was like, look how much the kids are enjoying the craft station. Like, I wonder why Clementine doesn't have a craft station for them at home. Like, they clearly love it. And me and Clementine used to have one at her house when we were little. And I used to love that craft station. That's probably exactly why Clementine doesn't have one. Y'all wait till we get into their friendship. This sauce is so lit. The lemon, something about lemon, butter, and garlic just hit you right. Alright, so yeah, they put the kids at the craft station and they go sit down in the living room. Everybody's sitting in their assigned seats, of course. Erica and Clementine are like taunting each other in German when they went to school. That was their favorite thing to do, was to insult each other in German. So they was having a little cute back and forth there. Joking around about who got the highest score. Of course it was Erica. But it made her feel more relaxed about the conversation. So, you know, they kind of get into it. They start to get into the conversation. And Clementine was like, oh, I can tell this is serious. Like, by the look on her face, like, this is very serious. So Oliver started it off, I'm sure the way they rehearsed it. Basically what she said was, they've been trying to have a baby for over 2 years now. With no luck. Clementine was like super shocked, like, girl, you never even said you wanted kids. If anything, you said y'all specifically did not want kids. And Oliver was like, actually, I wanted kids for a very long time. And then they said they went through IVF and they went through 11 rounds of IVF. I don't know if y'all know anything about IVF, but it is very stressful on the body. And you have to like give yourself shots every day or every so many days. Also, it is extremely expensive. So to go through 11 rounds of IVF with no luck over 2 years, that is very sad. So I started feeling bad for them. I was like, oh wow, that's really sad. Clementine was like hurt. She was like, why didn't you tell me? I'm supposed to be your friend. Like, I could have been there for you. So then Erica starts feeling regret. She was like, you know what? I should have told her. I don't know why I didn't tell her. This is what normal people do. They share these kind of things with their friends. She is so weird about like relationships and emotions, man. It has to be really hard to be friends with somebody like that doesn't really emote. And when they do emote, they have to think about every single emotion like before they do it. Y'all gotta get a griddle. My crab's starting to get cold. I need to go heat these back up real quick. I want these to be warm. Y'all, hold on. I'm gonna be right back. I'm sorry, but I really don't like when my food gets cold. It really bothers me. It really bothers me. So Erica's just wondering, like, why haven't you told me? I'm supposed to be your friend. I don't understand what the hell is going on. Basically, Erica was just like, Oliver actually kind of begged her not to tell nobody. But she said she didn't put up a fight. She didn't argue because she really didn't feel like talking to anybody about it either. But she felt really bad that she hadn't told Clementine, her quote-unquote friend. So then Sam piped up. He grabbed Clementine's hand because he figured, like they discussed last time. And if y'all remember a few videos back, I figured it had something to do with a baby. I said it. So Sam grabs Clementine's hand and he's like, all right, well, you know, if y'all need anything, just let us know. He's thinking like, oh, they need more money for IVF, for more IVF treatments. Oliver was like, well, since you asked. And he's like motioning to Erica like, okay, honey, here's a time where you come in, say your lines. Erica was still lost in her head, feeling really guilty that she didn't tell Clementine, because now she's like, just feeling really guilty, and she's like, what we're about to ask them, if I would have told her 2 years ago or even a year ago, they would have been able to build up sympathy for us. They would have been able to be with us on our journey. And Oliver thought she wasn't about to say anything, so he was like, well, we need an egg donor. And Erica like stared at Clementine, and Clementine like had a face of like revolting, like disgusted. Like she felt like, what? Huh? And you know, so Erica's playing this all in her head, like no matter what answer she says now, I'll always remember that look on her face. Even though she took that look off her face like super quick, she was like, I'll always remember that look of revulsion and disgust when we asked her to give us one of her eggs, or, you know, some of your eggs. Some of her eggs. This tastes so much better now. It's hot again. I mean, I can definitely see where Clementine is coming from, because it's like, wait a minute, girl. I didn't know I was coming over here for all this. I didn't even know that y'all was trying for a baby, much less now you want me to be your egg donor. So she was like silent. Erica freaks out. She starts eating cheese and crackers. Like going into robot mode. Cannot compute, cannot, like she's malfunctioning. She doesn't know how to deal with what's happening. So Oliver's trying to do all the talking. He's like, well, you know, it would be my sperm, and you don't have to decide right now. We have a pamphlet here for you that we got from the clinic. But he's just trying to talk to fill the silence, because everybody's like dead quiet. So they pretty much leave it like it's quietness. That's all we hear. And then, you know, Erica's like, I'm so sorry. Like, all this time I called you sometimes and I'm complaining about my little girls not knowing that you're struggling. Like, I didn't realize, but, you know, it's not really about me. Like, she was just basically, like, saying she's so sorry. And so they're quiet. And they're like, you know, we don't need a decision now, but, you know, take your time. And she was just like, oh, I see. She didn't say yes or no. She was like, I see. And so that's the end of chapter 16. We just kind of leave it at that open-ended point. I knew it had something to do with babies, but in the back of my mind, I was like, maybe not, because they don't seem like the type to want kids. Their house is so neat and orderly. They seem like not the type to like any kind of mess. Y'all know kids are all mess. So I understand why they were shocked, because it was just like, especially after Clementine was saying like Erica like never even expressed wanting kids even a little bit. They hide too much from each other anyway. They don't even have a real friendship. And so chapter 17 opens up and we're still in the house, like awkwardness. Everyone's just super quiet because they don't know what to say. Like, bro, I thought we was going to the barbecue. The fuck? So like I said, Oliver's the one doing all the talking. He's clearly nervous, and Clementine even felt bad for him because she knew, like, this is not like him. He does not like talking about this kind of stuff. He's very uptight, and for him to be doing this, it means, like, you know, they really care. They really did want this. The only thing Erica said was, does anybody want cheese and crackers? They're like, bitch, no. Cheese and crackers? No, BB, no. We just trying to process what you just asked us. I just think she completely freaked out. She had a lot going on in her head with realizing, you know, now she should have told her friend, and also being like, wow, we are really asking her to do this. So what? Yo, almost lost that juice. So while no one is talking, we kind of go into the head of Clementine, and she's like, you know, well, I can't believe they just asked me this. But come to think about it, they would actually make really good parents. They would be the parents with all the hand sanitizers and wash this, wash that, don't touch this, don't do that. Like, very, you know, to me sounds like overprotective, but I could see how that would be like a good parent, you know, just making sure your kids are well behaved and super clean at all times. I mean, you know, cool or whatever, cool. And she was like, yeah, you know, they would be good parents to their own kids. Their own kids, not mine. And then she was like, well, let me think. She was like, they wouldn't technically be my kids, but they would be like my DNA. Because they plan to use, well, if they go along with it, they're planning to use Clementine's eggs and Oliver's sperm. And Oliver was just like, I mean, you know, he was just like, you know, even if y'all say no, don't let this deter, don't let you think that this is going to deter us. We're still going to keep pressing on. We just figured we would start with you first because you're like the perfect candidate. You're a good age, and you've had kids before. You're Erica's friend, and you're done having kids. Sam was like, what? Who's done having kids? I don't know why I keep calling this episodes. My head is just stuck in TV world. A few mukbangs ago, I mentioned that Sam wanted more kids, and Clementine really wasn't trying to hear none of that shit. She just basically said she just hoped that one day he would, like, forget. Don't nobody forget nothing like that. So he was, like, shocked. He was like, what do you mean we don't want any more kids? He's like, we definitely are still open to having more kids. And Erica piped up again. Erica piped up again to say, but Clementine, you said you didn't want kids. You specifically told me you would rather poke your eyes out or gouge your eyes out than have kids. How you gonna put your friend on blast like that? Like, you told me trifling. Alright, Clementine was like, no, it is, bitch. This little snitch right here. This little snitch right here. Clementine was like, chill, I was joking, chill. Like, you put me on blast. And then, like, they go into Clementine's head again, and she just realizes that, you know, she was just like, this is why I don't like telling Erica anything. My bad. She's super selective about what she tells Erica, because clearly Erica, like an elephant, she never forgets. Then she recalls the story of when they were kids, which is very, I find this very weird. So when they were kids, Erica used to come over to Clementine's house all the time and like search her room, like looking for mess. Clementine was like, I knew when I told her about poking my eyes out, I knew she was just, she got that look in her eyes, like the way she get when she looking for mess in my room. Like, they are not friends for real, bro. They are not real friends. So that's the end of that chapter. Yeah, she just left it at like, she just looking for a mess again. She just trying to start some mess. Which is true. I mean, why would you say something like that in front of everybody? That don't make no sense. While they're having that awkward conversation, Erica was like looking past Clementine, like past her face. I guess they're sitting in front of a window because she looks out the window. She was like, oh, there's Dakota. They were like, Dakota, like, oh yeah, the neighbor's kids. They must be coming to get us for the barbecue. So I'm assuming their conversation wraps up right there and they just head on off to the barbecue, like, with all this new news. Very strange. So yeah, the little girl is, from what they leave us to believe, is that the little girl is coming to get them to go to the barbecues. I guess they're taking too long. You know, nosy neighbors, they can see a car and see, like, I see all those cars outside. What are they gonna do and why haven't they headed over here to the barbecue? Dakota, go get him. Tell him to come on. Chapter 18 is a flashback. Well, no, it's a flash forward. Because all that nonsense took place the day of the barbecue. Now we're a little bit further ahead in time. Back to current day in the book. With that dinner that Sam and Clementine had. Now we know they're having marital issues. We're not sure why. Now that we found out about this baby business, I think it might have something to do with that. The donating the eggs and all that. But I don't know because, well, I'll tell y'all why. I'm not sure. I still can't figure out why they have issues. But okay, here we go. So, dang, I didn't get that pull, y'all. So they're back home from the awkward dinner. They try to have a date night to see if they could work things out and get back on better terms, but nah, bruh. It was awkward and it just didn't go well at all. So they walked through the door and her mom looked shocked because she was babysitting. She wasn't expecting them to be back for hours. They came back within 2 hours. That's not a date. It's not a successful date, in my opinion. So the mom was like, what's going on? What happened? And they were like, oh, the service was bad. It wasn't about the service. Now, the service was bad, but that's not why they left the dinner. They were just tired and through. So the mom was like, oh, all right, well, y'all want to sit down? I just made some tea. I can make out some tea. Sam was like, nah, I gotta go. Clementine was like, where are you going? Like, it's pouring down rain. Where are you going right now? The mom was like, oh, let him go. You can, you know, a drive is always good. Let him off the hook, pretty much. I would have been like, no, where are you going? Driving where? So she sits down where her mom with a cup of tea and basically is just saying, like, I don't know if this is going to work. The dinner was not successful. The mom was like, yeah, clearly. She was like, I didn't even really get to do much around here. I was starting to clean the house, but everything is already so super clean. She was like, did y'all get a housekeeper? Clementine was like, no. Ever since the barbecue, we're trying to be more organized. Bruh, I cannot wait until we get to the barbecue. I can't wait. Because everybody's life is so weird since the day of the barbecue. My mom was like, okay. you know, and so yeah, like I said, she's telling her mom that the dinner didn't go so well, and her mom's like, well, maybe y'all should see a counselor. And Clementine was like, that's not gonna work. We really don't have much to talk about, to be honest. The mom is of course pushing for this because she said her mom grew up, you know, watching her mom, her grandmother, struggle with her grandfather. So her mom always put a big emphasis on successful marriages and making it work, and her parents are super attached and they have a super successful marriage. So her mom just wants the same for her daughter, which is understandable. And yeah, so she's like, yeah, we just don't have anything to talk about. Her mom was like, oh, okay. She was trying not to pry too much. You know how moms do. They throw a little bit here and they throw a little bit there, then they duck and dive. They bob in and then they bob out. So her mom was like, okay, trying to change the subject. She was like, okay, well, how was your day? Like, what did you do today? Clementine was like, oh, well, I had one of those talks. Talking about the speech she had at the library, talking about the day of the barbecue. Mom was like all excited for some reason. Mom was like, oh, good, I'm proud of you. It's very brave. This barbecue. Which got me on barbecue. Like, it's very brave of you that you're talking about this. I'm so proud of you. She's like, yeah, Erica came. Mom was like, oh, good. And Clementine was like, I just noticed you have the same haircut as Erica. Her mom was like, yeah, well, we have the same hairdresser. Clementine was like, what? How did that happen? And her mom was like quickly trying to change the subject because she doesn't want Clementine to know how much time she actually spends with Erica. Which is kind of strange to me. It's kind of strange to me. I mean, I don't see a problem hanging out with your friend's mom if you're close with the friend, but it doesn't seem like Erica and Clementine are super close friends. Clementine said she always had that feeling when they were growing up, like she had to make sure that Erica knew that that was her mom. Pam was her mom, not Erica's. There's definitely some territorial mother drama and tease going on. My bad, y'all, my bottle of wine fell. Which I haven't even been drinking. Hold on. Let me turn it up real quick. I just needed to get a nice gulp. It's gonna help me sleep like a baby. I have to take another shower after this, clearly. There's crab juice everywhere. You know, speaking of Erica, I talked to her on the phone. I talked to her on the phone today and I told her that I ran into her mom. She was like, I just let her know, Pam, Clementine's mom, she's like, I just let her know that, you know, things aren't looking good with her mom and she should really try to visit her more often. So Clementine drops a little bit of tea. She was like, oh, well, I don't know how much time she's gonna, oh, wait, yeah, so before Clementine drops the tea, her mom mentions, like, you know, I'm really glad Erica is sticking with seeing a therapist. You know, it really seems to be working for her. Then here's the tea. Clementine was like, yeah, I don't know how much more she's going to talk to the therapist about hoarding, because I'm guessing her mom's a hoarder, because like I told you, Erica is super neat and clean. Which might be why she's that way, because her mom's a hoarder. I'm putting the pieces together a little bit. It might take me a while, but I'm putting the pieces together. Yeah, I'm starting to sweat in here. Yeah, so Clementine was like, oh yeah, like I don't know how much time Erica's going to spend talking about the hoarding anymore because she needs to focus on the infertility. Her mom was like, what? And she was like, in her head, she was like, yeah, see, you ain't that close with her as you thought either. They've been having trouble having kids for a while, and she even asked me, you know, to be an egg donor. Her mom was like, baby. Like, her mom was super shocked. Her mom was like, Erica never expressed wanting to have kids. In fact, she was super adamant about not wanting to have kids. Hold on, y'all. Some drama just hit my mind. I got a theory. See, I have too many theories, and I'm gonna forget to talk about them at the end. Okay, girl. Ooh, something just hit me. All right, let me hurry up so I can talk about this. And then so Clementine's mom gets this look in her eye, like, what are you gonna do? And that look caused Clementine to do a flashback, like to when they were little kids. And now we get a little bit more insight on their friendship. Clementine and Erica's. She specifically remembers her mom being like, go talk to that little girl. Erica was like dingy looking. Her hair was greasy. She had flea bites all over her. Clementine was like, I don't want to talk to her. But her mom was like, go talk to her. And basically we just come to find out, like, Clementine never really wanted to be Erica's friend. Erica was known as like the dirty girl at school. And Clementine came from a little bit more privilege. She wasn't rich by any means, but she knew that she was privileged. And her mom was a little bit woke. Like, her mom knew, like, we're white middle class people. There's other people out here that have it way worse than us. So Clementine was a little bit more woke before woke was a thing. And so that's kind of how they started off being friends. Like, she was like, her mom basically forced her to go be her friend. This is just teaching me, or not teaching me, but it's just like I'm finding out a lot about their friendship, because it's like, you would think, it's showing you a lot where Erica gets her OCD from and why she's so weird and why she's so clean. When you come from like a hoarder household, a lot of kids want to do the exact opposite of their parents. Comes back to her mom's like, so what are you gonna do? And she was like, her mom was like, you know you don't have to do it. Her mom like finally had like a little bit of, because usually her mom's gonna be the first one to like help her do this, help everybody any way you can. But ever since Clementine has seen what she's seen, or is it has saw what she saw? Yeah, my grammar is usually pretty good, but right now it ain't working for me. Ever since Clementine had that experience at the barbecue, her mom was like, I completely understand why she wouldn't want to do this. Y'all, the day we get to this barbecue, and Clementine was just like, had a quick realization. She was like, no, I'm going to do it for her. I'm going to do it. And that's where we left off. She said she's going to donate the eggs. And mind you, they haven't talked about it since the day of the barbecue. So it's been like 2 months. And she just left Erica kind of hanging. I'm assuming because of whatever happened at the barbecue, they didn't discuss it after the barbecue. And they just haven't talked about it. I'm proud of her for doing it though. Because it's like, you know, if you can help out anybody any way you can. I'm from Florida and we use our teeth, okay? As long as you feel okay with it, do it. Let's talk new theories, because a bitch got a few. The first theory I have wraps up into the second theory I have. I know I got crab and corn all over my hand. We keeping it real here. It's late at night. It's almost midnight, okay? The first theory, now that I'm finding out more about their friendship and how they came to be friends and the type of people that they were growing up, it seems to me like Erica has always looked up to Clementine. She's always wanted to kind of be like Clementine, but at the same time, she's like not really anything like Clementine. She's super neat. She's super organized. Okay, so listen, she's super neat and she's super organized. So what does that have to do with... Okay, y'all, here go my theory. Here go. Okay, here we go. Let me try to like walk y'all through this. I feel like Erica is obsessed with Clementine. She wants to be Clementine. Well, this is about the same haircut as the mom, which I don't understand. If she was trying to be like Clementine, she would have got Clementine's haircut. But whatever. That's an obsessive thing, trying to be like her mom, trying to get close to her mom, so her mom can think of her like a daughter. Then we said a few mukbangs back, Sam was having flashbacks of seeing like something pressed up against a window. I feel like Erica and Sam did something, because she's trying to be Clementine, so she's gonna sleep with her husband. Because remember in the last mukbang, I changed my ordeal. At first I thought Sam cheated. Wait, hold on, I'm losing myself. Y'all, I'm all flipped up upside down. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I feel like there's something going on with Erica having an obsession with Clementine. Clementine just mentioned to her mom, oh, we're trying to be more organized since the day of the barbecue. So are they trying to be, is Sam trying to get Clementine to be like Erica because now he's in love with Erica? Y'all, it's too much. I'm only aggravated because they're taking too long. Get to the drama. Y'all, what do y'all think so far? Please tell me. I didn't mean for these mukbangs to stretch out over so many mukbangs talking about one book, but the book is a huge book and it's very interesting. I will not rest until I find out what happened in this motherfucking barbecue. Y'all know what my best part is? The best part of eating like seafood boil is when you're done eating, taking a fork and scraping the meat out the butter sauce. Do y'all do that? Y'all know what? I'm not trying to get too dork-sided. I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it because it's I'm gonna say it. Y'all, I think Dakota died at the barbecue. I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because every time I come on here, I say somebody else died. Well, last time, well, actually lately I haven't been knowing, but now I think Dakota might have died. I take that back because Tiffany and Vid seem normal. They don't seem like distressed or distraught in present day. Because when they went to go find the body, she would have been like a mess. When they went to go find Harry's dead body, their neighbor, they found an old man dead across the street. I might cut that out. That was mean. It wasn't mean, but it was dark-sided. Y'all, I'm starting to get full. I don't know why I didn't think that this wasn't gonna be messy. I literally took a shower before I did this, and I'm gonna be hopping my ass back in the shower. I finished everything except for 1 corn, 1 potato, and 1 egg. I think that's pretty gosh darn good. Leave me a nice comment or a mean one, whatever your heart desires. Just talk to me. I respond back to every single comment, because why not? I don't get that many anyway. So let me know what you think of the book so far. Let me know where you think it's headed. Y'all, let's talk about some theories. Lay some theories on me. Let's talk it out. Let's hash it out. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.